Hey YouTube, it's Lady Lavish here with one of my beautiful clients, Shay. Right now I'm just doing the braid pattern for the quick weave. I'm going to be showing you how to do a full quick weave with no leave out. There's going to be full fringe going on here. I'm going to show you a couple of cutting techniques that I did. Just basically point cutting, laying tracks, the foundation for the quick weave. Pretty dope, so keep watching. As you can see right now, I'm just basically braiding the hair back. I did two hook braids in the front, and then I took two braids and just went back and I can't really explain it, but basically you want everything to go back so that you can get a flat foundation. Um, Her hair is a little thick, so the braids may seem a little big, but they're not. Once you put the cap, the paper, and everything on it, it'll make a big difference. This is normally, or usually, this is the easiest part, the foundation, because it doesn't have to be super perfect, but you want to make sure that your braids are secure enough so that they don't come loose, but you don't want to do them extremely tight. You still have to put a cap on, sew the cap down, and we'll get to that. Just keep watching. So, like I said, just bring all the braids back. I don't know how anyone else does it, but this is how I do it, and it works out great. You have to excuse my movement of the camera and my switching angles. You'll see exactly what you need to see. I know that I haven't been on here in a while, but I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. Okay, look. Here it is. This is my foundation for my full quick weave. Just a few of the products that I use. I use Pump It Up Spritz, paper, and I use glue. I use a 30-second glue. It works good for me. I apply the paper first. A lot of people say, well, will the glue get on my hair if I get a quick weave? Will my hair fall out? Listen, ladies, if this is done properly, if it's done the right way, you should have no problem taking out this install. It should be easy, 1, 2, 3. This install should normally last you 3 to 4 weeks. I've had clients that has had this style in for 5 weeks. Right on that third week cusp, that fourth week cusp, it's like, okay, it's time to let it go. Let the quick weave go. So here I am just applying the paper on top of my foundation using the 30-second glue. These products can be found at your local beauty supply store. I don't care where you are. If you have a beauty supply store in your area, you should have Pump It Up bonding glue. I don't know about the papers, but Pump It Up and bonding glue, you should have those near you. I stopped using Pump It Up for a while because I don't know. Maybe I wasn't really sure how to use it or how to use it properly. But I don't use pump it up on the hair. I try not to unless I have some really serious flyaways. But I just use it for things like this. You see, it makes things stick, it holds things together, you know. Apply your caps. So sometimes I put one, sometimes I put two. Today I was feeling a little twoy, so I just put two caps. I mean, it doesn't matter if you use one or two, it's up to you. Whatever your preference is, I think you should go with that. You'll also need a thread and a needle. I usually just thread two needles, arm length. It'll usually take me all around the head or all of what I need to sew down. And basically, right now, I'm just sewing down the perimeter. So, those perimeter braids that I braided, that's what I'm sewing on right now, the perimeter braids. And you just take that all around the back, and you do that all around the head. So, this is a cap, honey. This is a cap. And you want to make sure that you're knotting the end of your when you're at the end of your thread because it makes a big difference. Security is a major key, okay? It's major. This is how you don't get your weaves to fall out and fall off. There's no way you should ever have a quick weave to fall off your head. Never. Never in your life. So, security is very important. If you're a hairstylist, if you do your own hair, it's very important to have a secure base before you start to put any type of extensions on your head. And there it is. So I use 2 packs of Sensual. It comes in a golden black pack. We use a 10 and a 12 inch. I start off with the shorter inch. Put the shorter inch in the back so that we can put our longer inch on the top, which is going to give us that longer length in the front. Because if we put the 10 in the front, it's just not going to give us that same oomph, you know? I don't know. That's just my preference. So, whatever you prefer, I think you should do. So now I'm just laying down my tracks. And I kind of start up because we're doing a bob. We're doing a quick weave bob. So, I don't need all of that hair. It's like sometimes the weaves be so thick and they don't look natural. It don't look realistic. So you want to cut down on that. You want to put as much as you need, but you don't want to put too much. You don't need too much weave in your hair. You just don't. It's not necessary. So we start off, like mid. You don't have to go all the way to the back. And then I'm gonna be laying the tracks now. Keep watching. Now that I'm at the top, I'm going to start closing it in. And you want to get it real tight, like secure that thing, you know? Sometimes my clients tell me, wow, this quick weave sure does feel like a sew in. Like, it ain't that tight, but just it's supposed to feel safe. Like, I can shake my head, I can move my head, I don't have to worry about my weave falling off. That's why I love sewing the cap now, and it's just best thing ever. So I'm just taking my tracks in a circle. Now you guys can see her. She's there. She's there. Okay, so just basically the same thing I just said. Just taking them in a circle, really tight. Yes, I be in the zone when I be working. It's like I'm in a whole nother world. It's like I'm an artist. I'm creating. I'm inventing. I'm just in my own little space. Work, 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 bitch. So after I fill in the top, I'm just adding a little foam. You can do foam and water. You can do just water. But I apply the foam because I will have her sit on the dryer for about 5-10 minutes just to mold it down in place. I use my razor for this pretty much this entire look. I start off with my razor because this is why I don't like to add a lot of extensions because you have to do a lot of cutting already. So adding even more and having it very thick, it makes it harder to cut, longer process. So when you trim down that time a little bit, you can just go in, you just thin out what you need to thin out and get the exact look what you need to get. So I just thin out the bottom. She wants to go a little shorter than this. So she wants to go a little above the shoulder, a little more above the shoulder all around. So I'm just thinning it out all around. My razor was so dull, oh my gosh, but I made it happen. When the hair is usually wetter, when it's wet, it you doesn't matter if the razor is dull, it will still work. So wet the hair and cut and shred. Yeah, you can wet it. If you're a beginner cutter, if you're in the beginning stages of cutting, wetting the hair will do you justice. Trust me. Trust me. It's so much easier to cut when the hair is wet. Now I learned that in beauty school. Don't matter if it's a weave or not, honey. You gotta treat this like it's yours. You have to. So I'm just basically I'm still thinning the hair out. Like I said, this is a lot of hair. And sensual is, it's a bit on the coarser, thicker side. It has a little shine, but it's a little coarse as well. That's why I like the hair. Because it's not thin, it's not too silky, it has some texture to it. So it gives you grip. It's dope. I like the hair. I use the hair pretty much for all my bobs. If you want to see my bobs, you can follow me on Instagram at Lady Lavish underscore. So it's looking so dope already. We got the full fringe going on, going on, doing a little point cutting thing I likes to do. Yeah, just point cut the back. You want to make sure it's even, or at least try to be even. Nothing ain't perfect, but at least try. Oh, honey, once those shears get to going and flowing and moving, honey, I cuts up. You hear me? Cuts it up. I'm such a perfectionist. Like, I will sit in my. If I didn't have another client, I could probably be on one client all day if you let me. But me being a business owner, and me being a hairstylist, and me having mad clients, I can't do that, okay? Because best believe I had somebody right after her. But I love what I do. Let's just say that. Let me just put it like that. Like honestly, this is my favorite part is the cutting because you go from just nothing basically, just hair. And then just to be able to create something or to just to change the whole look, that's just so exciting to me. Like I don't care who does it, like it excites me to see that change and the difference in the before and after. I'm a before and after type of girl. Like this is my ish. You hear me? I love to cut. In beauty school, that's what I couldn't wait to get to. I couldn't wait to get to cutting. And when we got to cutting, I was just I fell in love with it. I fell in love with cutting. Bob's just it's so free and it's so fun. This haircut is so dope. I've been getting a lot of requests for it. A lot of people have been coming in for it and I love it. I love doing it. So when I was telling you that she's gonna go in the dryer, I'm just, and actually you'll see that I cut the bangs shorter. So she sat it in the dryer for about, I would say, 5 minutes. Not long at all because it dries so quick. And no, I wouldn't use a regular blow dryer. I would probably try to get a sit down dryer so that they can sit underneath it so that it gets that whole circumference of the head. Like that's why I like the hooded dryers. When it comes down to molding and stuff like that, it works better that way. So I'm just gonna add a little heat, and then like I told you, I ain't done cutting. So I'm gonna go back in and fix what I missed, what I couldn't see before. Usually, you can see your cut once you complete the style, once you completely flat iron the entire look. That's when you can really see what you need to take off, what you need to cut. So I don't put my all into it that first. I probably cut, had like 3 sessions of cutting going on here with her hair. Look. So yeah, she said the bangs were too long. I mean, I totally understand. You still got to be able to see. You can still look fabulous. So I just thin them out a little bit, not so much as cut them straight across, because that would be so ugly. So thin them out, and then you want to go chop, 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 chop. Don't just be chop, 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 chop. Use that point cutting technique. It works for everything. So I just took off a little off the bottom because she just wanted a little out of her eyes. And now I'm watching it, I think it kind of was too long for her. Look at this bomb ass quick weave. Like, look at it. Look at it. I think my client just be over it at the end. Like, get me out of here. No, but it came out really good. She loved it. And she's super patient. Most of my clients are. Woo! She loves it. It came out so nice. I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my video. I absolutely love, 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 love all the feedback, good and bad, because y'all be on here wilding. But that's cool. But I really hope that you guys took something from this video. I don't care if 100 people took something. Just as long as one person learned something from this video that I posted. Follow me on Instagram at ladylavish_. Thank you so much again for watching. Like and subscribe. Bye.